Hi guys,
Hi.
how are you today?
We're
Hello.
good. We're good. Thanks
We're
for
doing
having
well.
us.
Of
We're talking
course,
on
of course.
It's fine.
Yeah,
What did
thank
you
you.
say?
No, I was just
Yeah,
saying
I
we're
found.
like talking over each other. Yeah, sorry. You go ahead.
No, it's fine. There's like a slight delay, anyways. I mean, that's to be expected. It's
Yeah.
fine. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So, hi, I'm Helen, and I just recently graduated from high school. Right now, I'm like in the midst of a gap semester ish thing. I run my own YouTube channel, which I started like a year ago, and we also have a shoe custom business type of thing going on.
It's called Mutate Customs. So,
Oh, I've
hi.
heard of that.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Chris, and I just graduated this year, and I'm currently doing freelance filmmaking. So, I'm also getting into photography as well. So, I guess freelance content creating.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So you guys are both kind of in the same lane in terms of content creation and stuff like that.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
like we do content creation
Yeah.
in different ways, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to Okay, so I've said this on this podcast like countless times before. I've done YouTube before, so I'm kind of like an overlap of you two in the sense that I got super into editing at one point because I needed like an intro, but then in trying to learn how to make that intro to my videos, I kind of stumbled into a YouTube rabbit hole in a sense, and
Mhm.
like I found a bunch of videos where they showed me how to edit and stuff, and I did the whole YouTube thing too. So, but
Yeah.
even then, it wasn't your level because I know some of your videos, Helen. I've seen like there's like 10 in the 10 thousands or something your views.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say those are because of the quality of videos I make and more of, the subject. For example, my college decision reaction video, like that got a lot of views because it was during that whole season of, like people getting their decisions and during that time, like at least for me, I was searching on YouTube every day to watch like new college decision videos because I was
I
really
wasn't though.
yeah, he cannot relate to this. But I was, so I feel like it
I think
was
I'm more
like the
like.
timing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. I think I'm
Hmm.
more like Chris in that sense. Like when I applied to schools, I kind of forgot about them until they replied back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's good because you have a peace of mind. Whereas I was stressed and just worried about things that I can't even control. Because like after you hit that submit button, it's all up to so many other factors that you can't control anymore. So yeah, I mean, I'm
That's true, but I
jealous.
do like respect you for kind of diving into that with your YouTube because I've seen a bunch of videos on your YouTube channel. It's kind of in that lane, right? Like in the
Hmm.
academics, like how to
Yes.
get into this school, what to expect, and all that stuff, tips and advice. So
Yeah.
like I do
Honestly,
respect that because
thank
yeah.
you. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was gonna say that like that was kind of the reason why I wanted to start a channel in the first place because I've used a lot of videos as resources like during my high school years. So I wanted
Uh-huh.
to give my 2 cents on the experiences I had and because I feel like just talking about
Yeah, I mean,
grades,
I think
that's
it
like
paid
not
off to be
all.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so I have a question for you. So how did you like manage to, I don't know, blow up your videos? Because I think mine ended at 3,000 views and that was it. And even then, I had to like aggressively market on Facebook.
Mm, honestly, I wouldn't say I did anything. It was more,
Really?
yeah, I mean, how do you say? Like, the college decision
Okay,
videos, that was like, yeah.
so I'll give you my perspective because
Okay.
I was almost always there when she started
Hmm.
YouTube and then along the way.
Yeah.
So she
Uh-huh.
just started making YouTube videos and she told me because she wanted to film herself and then after
That
that
makes me sound narcissistic. Like, I want to film myself and
and
watch
then
Aren't we all narcissistic though?
and then and then she was really interested in doing those college apps videos and then she just started getting into that field and then I think there's a big audience for that college application field and then I guess she just became a college application YouTuber in Myanmar.
Well, not exactly. I mean,
Honestly, like,
yeah.
yeah, what were you saying?
No, I mean, I was saying I'm not only making videos about school and college. Like, I'm trying to branch out. But I guess, yeah, you're right. Like, that's mainly the type of videos I do.
Would you say you
Wait,
found
what
your
was really
niche?
cool?
Not really. Yeah, go ahead, Elsie. Sorry, we keep interrupting you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's just like the nature of phone calls. It's fine.
Yeah,
I feel like this would be so much better if we were meeting up in real life.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like, we have no sense of like body language, and like it's just all a matter of guessing. Is the person gonna say something?
Yeah, I'm just staring at my audio waves recording right now.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say like, you know how Chris said it's like a Burmese YouTuber, but what I did notice was that everyone from everywhere was commenting on your videos. But then I compared that to mine. I compared that to even my podcast uploads, and then I mean, granted, I just started, but it's cool to see people from everywhere commenting. Like I saw, I don't know, a bunch of foreigners too on your in your comment section.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was quite a cool feeling because they were all strangers and
I bet.
people like I had no idea who they are or where they're from, and it's really exciting to see that like, oh, they know I exist and they actually enjoyed my video and thought it was helpful. So that's really cool.
Yeah, honestly, like if I were back in high school, I would start watching stuff like that because I feel like I was just eyeballing everything, ballparking everything. I don't feel like I had 100% control of my own applications back in high school.
Mm. Wait, how was your application experience? Because like I know you did it a few years ago, and we did it like just last year. So it
And I'm
must
still
have been.
doing it.
He's still not done with it. Like that's
Wait,
another
sorry,
story.
sorry. Wait, Chris, where are you applying to right now?
So I'm taking a gap year, and I'm reapplying
Oh,
to
okay.
schools. Yeah, because last year, to be honest, I didn't get into schools I wanted, and then I didn't apply properly.
No, you should tell the honest truth about how you messed up.
What is the honest
school.
truth?
So I mean, it's kind of hard to believe, but it is true. So there are two schools. So they both
Uh-huh.
have the same color, and then they both look alike. So one is called
Oh no.
Cal Arts, California
No.
Institute of the Arts, and then another one is called CCA. I don't even know what that is, but anyways, instead of Cal Arts, I'd apply to CCA, and thinking
No.
CCA was Cal Arts. My Google Drive
Oh
folder,
no.
my Google Drive folders, my essays were all about Cal Arts, but then turns out I applied to
Oh
CCA.
my god.
But the thing is, I got into CCA, and then I only found out until then.
You found out that
Holy
time.
shit.
It was too late.
Yeah, it was too late. And then I
Wait. How did you find out?
like
Like, did they tell you?
So some of my friends were applying to Cal Arts too, and then they were talking about
Okay.
applications, and then I was like, wait, why is mine different from yours? And then I started looking
Oh,
into it,
no.
and then it turns out mine was a different school.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
How did
that's
you
the
feel?
First time I've heard anyone do
Well,
that.
I mean, I just have to move on. So I'm taking.
Yeah,
a
I
gap
guess.
year.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that because I kind of took a gap year too, but not really. I kind of dropped out. It's more
Mhm.
like I dropped out. So like I think you handled it with grace, man. I don't know how I'd feel if I knew I was applying to the wrong school.
I mean, the pandemic.
So
also
you done all your
helped.
essays?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. But hey, you're here now. Wait, I was gonna ask you. So so you guys, am I allowed to talk about how you guys met and stuff on here? Is it like a
It's
a
fine.
public thing?
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're chill.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let me ask that. How did you guys meet?
I don't think you'll believe this, but we met a long time ago, like in first grade.
Oh, I
Like-
think you briefly mentioned that when we were
Mhm.
talking before.
Yeah, and like we also talked about it a bit in the video we did about answering questions and eating food. So yeah, it's been a really long time since we met each other. And
Uh-huh.
But there's no story like you see in the movies, where there's no interesting story. It's just we were both in school together, and then it's just a long period of time.
I mean,
Well, I mean, if you just phrase it in the sense that, oh, we met in first grade and the rest, as they say, is history, I guess that's poetic, right?
yeah, I guess
But yeah,
that
nothing happens
justifies
like they
it.
do in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys like kind of, you guys are in the same, you guys have like similar interests, would you say? Because I feel like you guys are both like doing the, like you said, the mutate customs thing, and I think you do like masks and shoes for that, right?
Yeah, mask, bags, shoes,
Denim a
denim.
lot. To
Wow.
answer the question of like, do we have the same interests? I feel like that is a very how do you say, like, it didn't really happen until very recently that we got
Yeah.
interested in the same things.
I think
Oh,
starting off
okay.
we were very, very different.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
people.
you,
Yeah.
I feel like you've always been interested in the creative field, right?
Yeah.
Like film, photography, things like that. So, yeah, like you've always been interested in that. But for me, like throughout my whole high school, like 4 years of high school, I've changed my mind so many times of what I'm interested in and what I want to do. So, like at first, I wanted to do interior design. Then I was like, I want to be an actuary. What is it called? Actuary.
I don't know.
Like it was like a very complicated thing, and then I wanted to study something else.
You
and
wanted to
now
do
I'm like,
everything.
yeah, like yeah.
But
So
you guys,
now
I
I
feel
wanna do
like both like
psychology.
Oh, you're doing psychology right now in school?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh wow, you guys are both like multifaceted. Because Chris, I know you play basketball too.
Right. I do.
Do you still do that?
Yeah. I haven't been playing basketball, but I still work out daily.
Oh, okay, that's respectable. Because I promised myself when quarantine started that like, okay, I either use this as an opportunity to work out like hell, or like not. But then I took the not route, so I ended up not working out at all. But then I recently restarted. I don't know how I feel about that because after you haven't worked out in like a year and you start again, it's really hard to
yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it really helped me because I chose to do it with a personal trainer online.
For sure. That's
Oh wait, Helen, I saw you tag someone on Instagram. Was that
yes.
the personal trainer you're referring to?
Yeah, he's a friend of both of us. We went to high school together, and he's actually one of our friend's brother. So we did a video with him at his place, like at his home gym. His page is
Okay.
Epic Fitness Lab. So after we did that video, we were like, "Oh wow, this is actually really cool." Oops.
Hold on. Nene,
It's okay.
Nene, wait, I'm in a podcast, Nene. I'm busy.
I'm gonna put that into the final thing.
Okay.
Is that your little brother?
My little sister.
Oh, your little sister. Okay, go on.
Yeah, after we did that one video, we were like, wow, this is something we want to do more of. So we both started our own programs with him, and he did like a 6-week program. I did a 6-week. Like I started first, and then he also did his program, and now I'm doing like a second program. So like having a
wait. When you say
yeah.
Oh, sorry. When you say you're doing it, like, did you write the program?
No. Like we tell him the goals we have in mind and everything,
okay,
and
understood.
he makes the program. But then it's something. What am I trying to say? Yeah, like he comes up with a program, and then we just follow it, and he trains us like online. So like having someone keeping you accountable, and like for me, I have an internship as well, so I have to wake up very early to do my workouts, and it's very hard to actually like wake up and push myself. So having someone that's like waiting for you, like for you to wake up, it's like very good motivation. Or else I would just
so you can't miss class, you know. Yeah, I mean, I saw like I see you working out, and then on Instagram you post the timestamp too. Sometimes it's like what 7 a.m., 6 a.m. sometimes.
Yeah, like I start at 7:30 because I have to be online for my internship at like 9:20, so I need that time.
Jeez, I don't remember the last time I woke up at 7.
Yeah.
She's on a packed schedule. She wakes up at 7.
No, I wake up at 6:30.
6:30, see. And then she walks
all right.
She walks her dog. That's her daily routine. And then she works out. She has to go to internship. and then she has class in the
At night,
evening.
yeah.
So
Very
just an
busy.
overall just regimented person.
Very.
Mhm.
Like I can't not
Oh,
do
that's crazy.
something or else I'll go crazy.
Okay, I need a little bit of that mindset in my life because I just wing everything. I swear to God, I was like freaking out before starting this because I realized I hadn't charged my headphone and stuff.
Oh my
So it's
god.
just like I feel like I need that kind of structure in my life.
But like it's good to
Uh,
have a balance because sometimes it just gets the best, like it just becomes very tiring, and like when you feel the need to be doing something every single second of the day, it's like you start feeling guilty if you're just chilling or like watching a movie. And
that
so
is
yeah,
true,
it's good to have a
but it doesn't
balance.
work the other way around. Like if you do nothing, like if you lay around doing nothing all day, you don't feel guilty not watching lecture. You know.
True. I mean, I want to
Ah,
feel that. Like I don't want to feel guilty all the time.
that's true. That's true. Then I think you've had. Have you ever had burnout then?
For sure. That's yeah, like the end part, I guess, of high school. Do you remember when I was like so stressed about everything, and I feel like I pushed myself way too hard. And honestly, I wrote my Common App essay about that, about my perfectionism. So at least one good thing came out of me feeling stressed and burned out. Like I got an essay out of it.
Did you get in? I'm sure you
Yeah,
did.
I did.
So your
I know.
perfectionism got you in.
No, not exactly my
Yeah, I mean,
perfectionism, but like how I kind of have not kind of overcame it, but kind of overcoming it. Like it's not. I haven't overcame it yet.
yeah, I feel that. I mean, like in the end, like the devil is in the details, you know.
Yes, true.
Yeah, for me, I just like before I write anything, I just have no overall structure in the things that I do. I'm not sure if that's gonna bite me in the ass later, but so far it hasn't. So I'm kind of banking on that not to happen.
Yeah, I feel like you can relate to that.
Yeah,
You know, like being more
Wait, Chris, how about
spontaneous.
you? How are you like in that sense?
I am similar to you because I don't really make I mean I do make plans, but then I don't really have a strict schedule I follow, or I don't really stick to things. I just do.
You don't stick to things. Should I be worried?
Should Helen be worried?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I'm pretty random. Like, I can get up, and leave whatever I'm doing, and then do something else.
What?
oh, okay, yeah, fair,
I don't know
fair.
if that makes sense.
Spontaneous.
No, I think that makes sense. I think you and I are a lot alike.
Mhm.
I think you and I are a lot alike in that sense because, like, this year the two biggest things I would say I have going for myself, even though this podcast isn't big or anything like that, like the fact that I
Yet.
started it and in the summer I was like, what the hell am I doing in my life? So I decided to just take up programming on a free course on edX
Ooh.
online. So it's just like I kind of spontaneously decide to do those things without
Mhm.
actually having the foresight to do them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like pick it up or something like that.
Mhm.
But that happens rarely though.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're taking like programming classes online?
sorry.
You're taking programming classes online?
Oh no, yes. In summer I did. I don't know. One of my best friends, Andy, he's like a really good programmer and he's like very well versed in concepts like machine learning and I don't know all that stuff of that height stuff of those heights.
Mhm.
So I got to talking to him and I'm like maybe I should try programming. Literally, the reason I tried programming was just because I thought I should try it. And
Mhm.
then I looked up online courses on edX. You know edX, like Coursera, edX, and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I know
It
Coursera.
was free.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, edX is like it's more like the Zoom learning things we have now, where there's like a certain period of time in which you can audit the class. If you're out of that time frame, you have to pay for it, or you can't view the material at all. So yeah, I just like looked up a course online, and my friend Andy actually suggested that to me. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should try this out. And then by like week two of that course, you were like coding credit card balance calculators and stuff like that. So I was like, if a course can teach you to do that in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or something like that, Like
Mm-hmm.
imagine like if a lifelong career of programming and stuff. Not that I'm trying to pursue that, but I am like trying to minor in something like data analytics so that I could do that.
Oh wow.
Um but yeah, it's just like started off as a whim and then I looked it up online. But which put me ahead in my current Python class in my official university in
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
USC. Um I didn't have to go to many lectures because I'd preemptively done that course in the summer.
Oh, I
oh,
see. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, programming has always been like an intimidating subject because of all the numbers
Uh-huh.
and everything. So I find whoever takes up programming to be really respected, like, and it's really cool. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. No, I think my one of my friends is majoring in psychology, but then she has some like tangential classes she has to take
Oh,
centered upon programming and stuff like that. Just for like as a psychologist, I know you have to do like stats and stuff.
yeah.
So I think Python has a very strong implementation of those concepts and like languages like R and stuff. I know like my friend who's doing psychology right now, she's doing that stuff. So I don't think it's completely out of your lane. I think you
Hmm.
kind of like you might have to do it at some point in college,
Yeah.
or am I wrong?
Honestly, I don't know because I mean, I am looking into studying psychology, but even that, I haven't really set my mind on 100%. So I wouldn't say
Uh
I
huh.
know too much about like the requirements and everything for that major.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha. Wait, so how's college in quarantine?
So to give like a brief recap of the my college journey, I guess, like I always thought coming out of high school I would choose a college I would want to go to and just go during the fall and like that's the end of the story. But it has actually like turned out to be a roller coaster and you've been with me, right? Like beside and you know like how confusing it was. It was so I decided I was gonna go to UCLA because I got waitlisted from like a few other schools and I didn't like I put my name on Brown's waitlist, but I didn't even think about it anymore afterwards. So I was like 100% set on UCLA. And oh, if I actually went to UCLA and like I was actually gonna go during the fall, that it would be really close to USC too. Like I was choosing between
Yeah, actually, we could have done
USC and
this podcast in
UCLA.
real life.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I chose that first, and then later on, I decided I was gonna go to Australia instead because like COVID, it's been tough on um, financially. So I was like, oh, I'll go to
uh,
Australia because the tuition is cheaper and it also provides like great opportunities and the education's very good too. So I was gonna do that, and then all of a sudden, like Brown was like, "Knock knock, you got off the wait list." So it just like blew me away. So I couldn't like
those
not.
goddamn wait lists, I swear.
I know, like I don't. It's you know
Like, what are you
before
supposed to do? Like, wait for them?
I know like it's so I don't know. It's I told myself I was not gonna be on anyone's wait list because I'm either your first choice or no choice at all. Like I won't be someone's plan B, but you know, it's Brown, so what can I do? So yeah,
Oh,
that
you
was
ended up
that.
being Brown's plan B. I'm just
Hmm.
kidding.
Wait, I forgot what my
Wait,
point
yeah.
was.
You were giving a
I
recap
think
on
I
your
think you were
college
saying
experience.
how messy your college
No, but
thing
I had
was.
a point. I had a point, but I forgot what that point was. I'll probably think of that later. Yes.
No, I asked you if like how college is like in quarantine, if
Oh
that
yes,
helps.
yeah. I was answering that. Yeah, so right now I'm taking only one class, which Brown is offering free of charge for freshmen. And technically, my semester is going to start in January. So, with one class, like it's pretty chill, more chill than I could have ever expected college to be. And it's mostly the textbook readings. I'm not sure if you can relate to this, like right now in your point of college, but like they expect you to read a whole chapter in like 2 days. And I'm like, what? This is something high school never like taught me to do.
Okay, I can relate to that, just not now because none of my classes are like reading heavy because they're all lecture heavy though, which is a different kind of pain. But
True.
I get you. When I was in community college, there was one class where the professor was very quiet. So my
Mm,
assumption was that the class would have been chill and stuff, and I think this was world history, dating back to like Western Civ, like Columbian Exchange and stuff like that. Um,
mm,
yeah, she was really quiet, and then I saw the syllabus, and then I saw just the sheer amount of reading she was gonna give. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe she'll explain it. Maybe it's not that bad. But then it was 2 days per week of that class, between which we had to read 2 chapters each. So basically, we went through like over half of the textbook in the entire semester.
Oh.
Well, which doesn't sound like much now that I say it out loud, but like I feel like the pacing was kind of off there.
Yeah.
We're back.
We are back. Sorry,
We are
we had
live.
some technical
It's okay.
difficulties.
It's fine. It's fine. That broke me out of the whole like, oh, we're in a podcast vibe, so I'm more chill now.
True.
How do you guys feel? This is your first time like being asked about your life and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've never actually. It's not that strange to me because I talk about my life on YouTube too. But for someone to ask,
yeah.
it's a different experience.
Honestly, I didn't even know what a podcast was until like a year back or something. I always saw it on like iTunes and stuff. Like there's a podcast
Oh my god,
category.
yeah.
I don't know what the hell is that. And then I started hearing about Elon Musk smoking on camera on the Joe Rogan podcast. You guys know about that?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. So that's how I knew what an actual podcast was. Maybe I can smoke weed too. I'm kidding. No, that's not allowed.
Wait, it's not in California, isn't it?
I mean, it is, but okay. Imagine me lighting a joint right now and then posting that on YouTube, and the majority of my audience being Burmese people.
True.
I don't think that's a good
like
look.
Your parents will see it and everything. Okay.
Yes, my parents is a big issue too. Yes.
Wait, you were saying about
Chris.
We were talking about community college and how like your journey.
Oh yeah. I'll get to Chris later. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, no, we were just talking about the sheer amount of reading that you have to do. So I feel like professors kind of leverage on that too, because I mean, who can blame them? We're all in a pandemic, everyone's struggling and stuff. So I feel like giving students reading, even though it's efficient, like the professor doesn't really have to talk to you. You read it at your own time. You come in class, do whatever assignments required of you and stuff. So it's like minimal interaction, sure, but I feel like that takes away from the whole student teacher dynamic that you're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially for bigger classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, to be fair, for bigger classes, that interaction's gone anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in my experience with big lecture halls and stuff, professors who teach in big lecture halls and stuff, you don't really get to talk to them. It's more like the TAs and stuff you have to make relations with so that you could get help.
Yeah. I feel like it's somewhat
Sorry, go.
Yeah. I was saying it's somewhat different because right now the class I'm in is like 60 plus people, but we still get to, I'm not sure if 60 plus is considered like a big class. I guess it's more medium. It's not, an intimate small class, but we are still able to talk to the professor very often because I mean she's an awesome professor first of all, and like at least I feel like she cares about us, like she actually cares about us, so she's very responsive. Like whenever we email her and whatever, like she replies back super quick, which I know is not easy for most.
That's very rare.
Yeah,
it's very
rare too because they have so many students that are like asking them a lot of things. So yeah, I think
the worst is when you get penalized for not communicating well by the professor who themselves don't communicate well. So it's like tough to not see that as slightly hypocritical,
True.
Yeah. No, because I just had a run-in with the professor because she was supposed to get back to me about an assignment from like long ago. I couldn't make it to class, but then it was like a date specific assignment. But then I thought we'd settle on a date. But then I think she was expecting the professional courtesy from me to follow up on it, which in her defense I didn't. I completely forgot about it. I just thought the ball was in her park. But there was some miscommunication on both our ends, and I think I'm done for that assignment. Like I think I have a missing for that assignment now.
Oh.
It's just like, I just wish there was some form of better communication between the faculty and students. It's kind of annoying in that sense.
I want to drink water.
Oh. 加地了.
Yeah, try.
Hello.
Hello.
The delay is a lot. Holy shit.
Really?
Wait, give me 3 seconds.
Okay. That's my water, right?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
It smells like coffee.
Let me get mine then.
Okay, I think it's. Can you hear me?
Yes. Jar.
Loud and clear.
Hello?
Loud and clear.
Oh, loud and clear. Okay. Okay, perfect. Chris, I want to talk more about you. How did you go from basketball to like creative filming and stuff like that?
So I just started filmmaking about 4 years ago in high school, 9th grade. So I found I was actually snooping around my sister's room because she always has those cool stuff, and then I found a camera. I found a DSLR.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I found a DSLR camera, and then I started, I don't know, messing around with it. I started taking pictures, and then later on, I wanted to shoot some videos, so I used my phone instead because your phone has a better quality than
Frame rate.
than like your phone has better frame rate quality than some DSLRs because mine back then was pretty old, so the video capabilities weren't that good. So I started using my phone, and then I guess slowly I just got into filmmaking. I mean, I still have my first few videos I shot. It was very bad.
Maybe you
I
can
still
send
remember.
it. Maybe
Oh,
you
really?
can send it over and like you can maybe overlay it so like everyone.
I
can
have
see.
seen some of your work, and I just want to tell you, like, I do see the progression of how you're getting better. I saw your close-up shots of that action figure.
Oh,
I forget what it was specifically.
Transformers. It was Transformers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one was insane. It was like the shit you
Thank
see
you.
on
Thank you.
You know how people make videos of taking those photos?
Right. I know a Instagrammer and some other people.
Yeah. I'm super into Star Wars, and there's a guy who does that for like Star Wars action figures. I think you might know him.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think I probably do. He takes miniature photography.
Yeah. So wait, are you more into photography or video filmography?
I'm into filmmaking. I'm into cinematography. Photography is just a side thing I do for fun when I'm bored. Because personally, I don't. Photographer is my technique, but I think photography is somewhat easier than videography because photography is a frame of one video, right? It's just one frame, and then I feel like I don't know. Photography has an easier process, I think.
That's
in my opinion.
I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, because if technically speaking, it is just one frame, whereas a video is like a string of frames.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So
no, but I have.
Yeah. So I think anybody that does videography, like serious videography, would probably do photography as well. And photographers
but not necessarily vice versa, right?
Yeah, not necessarily, but I mean some photographers would get into videography as well for fashion editorial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with you because when I was out shooting like my intro for my YouTube videos, it was very scenery focused. So it was kind of like an eventuality that I would start taking photos, you know. Yeah. I also think, in my opinion, I think video editing is way more technical because I feel like once you have an idea of how you want to edit your photo, then or like how you want to use your software to edit your photo, that's like that. I'll probably get so much heat for that. I'm not sure. I have photographer friends who will probably completely disagree with me there. But when I was editing my videos, it was like 6 hours on it, 6 to 8 hours on it, just for like 6 minutes of content.
Right. I feel like photography, in that sense, speaking as a beginner, right, in photography, I feel like there's only one part to editing a photo.
It's the visual
to tell the visual aesthetic, to tell a visual story. But in a video, you have sound effects, you have SFX, VFX, those things, and
transitions,
all that. I think it's just more than a
It's
photo.
like videography has almost everything that photography does. So photography is like an aspect of videography.
Yeah.
Like not totally, but something like that. Because if you know how to edit photos, then like color grading and everything in videography would be a lot easier because you understand like the highlights, contrasts, and colors, things like that.
Okay, wait, let me play the devil's advocate. Since photography is easier to, or for lack of a better word, like easier to execute, would you say it's hard? Wouldn't you say it's harder for a photo to have appeal towards people than videos do? Because videos, you can add all these things to kind of bolster the effect. Like, I remember take one scene from my intro was like a beach shot, but then you couldn't hear the audio, so you can add like bird chirping noises and a seagull chirping noises, and then wave noises to kind of bring it to life. Whereas photography, you have to completely do it through your eyes. So in that sense,
I mean,
I think it's harder. What do you?
I think
You know what I'm saying?
photography is less risky because since there are less things to do, there are less things that can go wrong, right? In a video, just because you add those effects or you add whatever it is, doesn't make you doesn't make the video better necessarily. So I think there's more room for error in a video. So yeah, video might
Oh,
be
that's fair.
yeah, video might be harder in my opinion.
Yeah, and I did notice that when I was editing videos, when I do edit videos now, like there's certain errors that kind of slip my attention.
Mhm.
But with photos, you can like stare at it for a long time, kind of perfect it before you upload it.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With videos, it's more like sometimes you don't want to take the time to watch through the whole
Yeah.
thing for it to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, did you like learn it by yourself?
yeah, it's all through online learning, YouTube, and I mean, my internship helped me so much. That is how I got into.
Okay.
That is how I got into freelancing and then doing like basing my career off of video.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay. So there's like a whole business aspect to it too.
Yup. So I'm currently interning. I mean, I interned at the place where Helen is currently interning.
I think you can just say Akuka.
Yeah, No, I was going to. So it's Akuka Productions,
Mhm.
and then
Wait, what's it called?
Akuka Productions, AKHU.
Aku-
It's like dance now in Burmese.
Akuka.
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 Like dance now.
Akua.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
there are two
akuka. Oh,
meanings.
akuka. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Dance now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are two meanings actually. Like you can also say from now on, like akuga sabiyo, you know, like akuga.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. But like pronouncing it akuga. Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you guys land that internship at the same time?
No. I started that internship in 2018.
Wow, how do you just remember the year?
Whoa.
Like I can't recall.
No, because
years
2018
at all.
was a very, very important year for me because
Ah,
we won the award.
very. Like when I
Oh,
recall
wow.
things that happened, I would say that happened when I was in 9th grade or 11th grade. Like I cannot remember years at all. I'm so bad with that.
What are the chances Chris is making shit up?
That wouldn't
Nah, I'm
be
just kidding.
surprised.
Wait, what award? What
Uh,
award you guys get?
So in 2018, while I was interning, it was my first year. We made a short film called Bobo and Momo. It was to help raise awareness for endangered species in the
Wildlife
May-
trading.
Huh?
Wildlife trading.
also endangered species.
Oh really?
Yeah. In the Mekong region.
Oh wow.
In the Mekong region. So a lot of other countries participated, like Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, and some more, Cambodia. And then we managed to get. Is it right? No, it is.
No, it's correct. I
Yeah.
just find it funny that like you were listing countries and you were like other countries. Oh, Cambodia.
and yeah, so we participated, and then we made a short film, and then we managed to get second place in the festival.
Whoa.
And then we brought home first place in Myanmar. So there were other Burmese
Wow.
contestants too, but we placed first in our country.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's no small feat.
Thank you.
The video is really.
Wait, so,
meaningful. Yeah, it's really cool.
Wait, so that was 2 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that was when you were still
10th grade.
like kind of getting into your groove of
I thought he
learning
was gonna
video-
ask me what
Wait,
grade I
what?
was
What?
in.
What happened?
I thought you were gonna ask me what grade I was in, so I said 10th grade.
Oh no. No. Wait, you're probably in like 11th, 10th grade, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you were saying, sorry.
Wait, what was I saying?
You were saying
Completely
something
forgot.
about you were just getting into something.
Oh yeah. If it was 2 years ago, wouldn't that mean you were still trying to get into it, like cinematography and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Or
That was
like when did you pick up the groove?
that was when I was still learning. I would say
He's a fast learner.
Oh wow, and you still scored first place in Burma, Jesus.
it was with the help of a lot of people too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but still, yeah. No, like, did you take like formal courses and stuff, or would you say you're self-taught?
No, I've never taken a course on cinematography, filmmaking, any of that. I've never read a book about it either, but I am doing those now. But then when I first started, it was just my passion, and then YouTube experience, talking to people, and then just trying to learn from everyone.
Oh, but now you're trying to pick up the additional knowledge that you can.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Oh wow, so it all started from just passion. That's cool,
yeah.
dude.
I mean, I think anybody that's starting out video, I mean, I was lucky because when I started out, I was taken to a professional commercial set, for like beer commercials, big beers like ABC, and then big
Yeah,
brands. Right.
yeah.
So I was taken to those set when I was first starting out, so that gave me a lot of experience.
Oh wow, so it was just kind of like forced into that scene.
Yeah. And
Oh wow.
right in college, to get to a set like that, I believe it would take you around 3 years in college to get to a set like that. But if you intern,
No way.
right, because I've heard this from many film students. They said in college they will teach you film from the basics, like the very very basics, and then you will only start getting into internships and then big actual production sets in your third or fourth year.
Oh, so it's more. I feel like college learning is more like not structure. Yeah, I guess
it is
kind
a
of
little
structured.
slower, I guess.
Slower, yeah. Because they're kind of like prioritizing other things in the process, right?
Yeah.
Whereas when you're interning, I mean, it's kind of like a job, so you just got to do it.
Yeah,
right?
you just dive right into the field. So that was
I feel like that's the best way to learn, to be honest. Oh, okay. Wait, so are you trying to pursue cinematography in school too?
Yeah, I am currently looking into that, but then I'm also looking into the marketing, digital marketing, and the business part of it, because I feel like I don't know.
I mean, you're a freelancer, so
yeah, I am currently freelancing, but then I want to do something bigger as my career. So.
Oh, okay. I respect that. Yes. Wait, could you talk a little bit more about your freelancing and how you work, basically?
Okay. Like, what do you want to know? Like, how I started, or what am I doing?
Okay, how you started, like your day-to-day stuff, how it's like to be a freelancer back home, because those are really rare. I mean, they're not rare, but you got to be good enough for people to know you.
Right. I think back home.
Back home.
I think
You
here.
are home.
I don't know, from Aussie's perspective.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I think here it has a lot to do with connections, because the industry is quite small, I would say. So people that know you will hire you, and then they will introduce you to other people, and then that's how you get around. But then when I first started, I remember starting off by emailing and then messaging so many different cafes, restaurants, and offering them to make a video or photos.
Oh, so you just put yourself out there.
Yeah. So I just emailed them around like 20 cafes, and then I think I got a reply back from like 2 or 3. And then and then I just started out like that.
Okay. And how did you I don't know, keep it going?
Right. So there were other people. They were like my brother's friends, and then they wanted to make videos for their company. So I also made one for them, one for him, and then he introduced me to other people, and then the word got around.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
but
basically, yeah,
mhm.
you were saying.
but I am not a big freelancer. I'm only just starting out, but then I'm trying to pursue this field.
Oh, okay. But then, as you
Mhm.
were saying, you want to be a part of something bigger too, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. No, I think freelancing is pretty cool because, I mean, like I said, one, you have to be good enough that you're like that people know you and you're out there, your profile's out there. So, you being like that, do you like choose specific projects to work on, or is it like whatever comes, you do it?
right. So I don't have a niche yet, and I don't think I want to have a niche. I want to work in a niche. I like to shoot everything.
Oh, okay.
So right, some people only shoot weddings, and then some people only shoot
Yeah,
products. But then I think I would like to do everything.
like you don't want to be categorized as a certain
Yeah,
type of like filmer, right?
yeah. But
Yeah. What's
these are just commercial, right? Because I haven't gotten into the movie industry. My my goal is to get into a movie industry and then to be a
director?
cinematographer for movies. Not director,
Oh,
but cinematographer.
yeah. I early on when you brought up cinematography, I wanted to ask you that. Like, would you want to play around with like the narrative pieces of like movies and stuff, or do you want to take care of like the technical cinematography related aspects of movies?
Yeah, I'm actually currently I'm actually more interested in the visual storytelling part of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Honestly, yeah, that's like, you know how people like shit on movies with nice cinematography but um bad storylines.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think I think people should pay more attention to the cinematography aspects of it because you see movies like you see cinematography in movies that Christopher Nolan stuff made, and like you can't ignore that just because the story's bad, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, story plays a big role, right?
Right.
Because if the story's bad, then whatever, like, no matter how nice your video is, I mean, it's a failure. Like, take Batman versus Superman for an example. Um, they were one of the biggest production companies. They had
Right.
unlimited money, but then they came up with a trash
Trash storyline.
story. I would say I don't know. Anybody could
I
disagree,
agree. I agree.
uh, but I don't think it was as good, you know. And then
Yeah, that's
people,
fair.
yeah, yeah,
No, I'm just saying that like, I guess it's because the medium is movies. People don't watch for cinematography more so than they watch it for the story. But it
hmm
Yeah.
just like makes me sad sometimes where people just dismiss a movie just because the storyline's bad. But there's so much technical work that went into filming it and stuff that goes underappreciated because it's hiding behind a bad storyline, like Batman v Superman.
yeah,
Because if you rewatch that movie, it's like visually immaculate almost. It's very pretty.
hmm yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to
I
you want
get
to
what
go
you
into
mean.
more you want to go into more like the cinematography aspect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
would love to write my own story too, and then be a cinematographer.
Oh, so just like take care of every aspect of production, kind of.
Like write the story, but then you have a director for your movie, and
Yeah.
then I would want to take care of cinematography.
Oh, okay. Not
Mhm.
necessarily like placing focus on the story, but you do it if you could, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever helped Helen film anything?
I don't remember.
I think in the beginning, because like I had no idea how to even start using a camera, so he helped a lot in like
I've taught her so many times how to use a camera manually. You know, there's an auto setting and then
Auto
a
and
manual
manual. Yeah,
setting on
yeah,
the
yeah,
camera,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she
no,
still uses
I don't
auto.
get why anyone would use manual if a camera is smart enough to have an auto setting. Like, why would you go through all that trouble? Just auto adjust it. Like, cameras are getting smarter, right? So, like, that should work.
I'm not gonna get into details because it's gonna take a while.
No,
I
please
still
do.
don't
No,
know what
I get that
aperture is.
argument though because at first when I started off filming, I couldn't decide between the two. On one hand, you have all these like YouTubers telling me to do it manual, But then I
Mhm.
myself was like, I'm not gonna be that serious about this, so I'm just gonna stick to auto. But then because I
Yeah.
got into the whole like intro making, scenery filming and
Mhm.
stuff, I had to go with manual because auto wasn't working for
Right.
everything, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's interesting that you guys just talked about the whole like visual aspect of the movie and the storytelling, because I can
Uh-huh.
relate that back to YouTube videos. Like some YouTubers, the quality of the videos they put out is like amazing, and the message they give is okay, and like
But they're
that's
not really
one thing.
saying anything, right?
Yeah. And like there are other
Yeah.
YouTubers where they like literally shoot with the iPhone or
Nice going.
something. Yeah, like their quality, you can't really say it's good. Like, but people still watch it because they like the person and they like the message and the story they're giving. So I feel like in that sense, in like the entertainment sense, like the story is definitely overshadowing like the visual aspect. But like starting out, I feel like both has to be as good. Like both has to
Yeah.
be really good in order for like
I think
people
the
to
convergence point
come.
is both of them being good, or at least that's what people
Yeah.
eventually like strive for.
Yes. But like
Yeah, no,
initially, I would say the storytelling is
But
more important.
Yeah.
I would say do not worry about the visual aspect of it when you're starting out,
True.
because just work on creating your story, creating an interesting thing you have, and then the visual aspects will come. Because
And also,
yeah,
go on.
go on.
And also, cause like if but then like you don't have to be good at like editing videos or making it visually pleasing, because you can always hire people for that, but you can't replace yourself, you know, like if you're
Spoken
that
like a true
person
businesswoman.
running the channel. Yeah. Like if you're the person running the channel, then you can't just call someone in and like be like, oh, do you want to tell the story today? Like you have to be the one telling the story. So I feel like the other aspects of it, you can get help from people, but the message you give out and the things you talk about and things you do in the videos, like that's something only you can do. So
Yeah,
I would say
that's got to be like
very
near and
important.
dear to your heart.
Yes.
And like
Very.
you know, like everything, you just gotta start. You
Yeah.
cannot have everything then start, right?
Mhm.
If you want to make a video, you cannot wait for your best microphone. You cannot wait
Yeah.
for the best camera. You just gotta start with what you have and then add to it.
I mean,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
what so
yeah.
many people say. And I never really 100% believed it, like, to be very, very honest. Because I'm like, well, if I'm filming with my phone, who's going to watch that, like, crappy video quality? But I find myself watching videos on YouTube filmed on phones, and I still watch till the end because I like the person and I like what they're talking about. So, yeah, I guess I learned it that way.
Yeah, I think if you like
But-
start off with the niceties and like the extra stuff, like the visuals. Well, not I'm not saying they're not important, but if that's your main focus to go with when it comes to something like a YouTube video, unless your channel is catered towards like crazy editing and like travel
Mhm.
vlogs and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like
Yeah.
if your purpose is to send out a certain message and you're starting off by focusing on the visuals and the equipment and the nice things that you have, I feel like
Mhm.
that takes away from the message you're trying to give, even if it's good.
Yeah.
Mhm. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
No, I feel you when you said like no one will watch my videos because like what if no one watches my videos because I filmed it with the phone.
Yeah.
When I filmed my first YouTube video, I didn't know how to use my DSLR at all, so the quality came out as though, if not worse, like as though I used my phone, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is like no one's gonna watch this. Yeah, I don't
think-
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying?
Oh wait. No, hold on. I'm still in the podcast. Yeah. So the interesting thing is, I don't own a camera at all. So I had my first one. It was my sister's, but then I used it for like a month or two, and then I sold it. I forgot what it was.
You sold your sister's camera?
Yeah, I know, because I took it from her and then she gave it to me. So I don't know. I sold it to buy something like a speaker or something. No, I sold it to buy an Xbox. To buy an Xbox. And then ever since, I don't have a camera of my own.
He's borrowing
okay.
mine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so right now, what do you film with?
So I just rent camera.
Oh,
I would-
okay.
I would rent
okay.
camera. Yeah. I would.
Oh, I
rent
didn't know that
camera.
was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can rent it anywhere.
Oh, I didn't know camera. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Like, why not, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, I just think like cinematography as a whole is an interesting concept because I feel like you don't really appreciate it until you start trying it yourself because you just see the sheer amount of hours you have to put in to get good at it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say you're good at it? You can brag.
Cinematography.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say my. I wouldn't say my. I would say I understand it, but then I wouldn't say I'm good at it yet.
Oh, okay. There's like two layers, right? There's like knowing what's
Yeah.
good versus knowing how to use that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. I don't know. Wait, Helen, did you ever consider like making in like fancy intros and stuff for your YouTube videos too?
Yeah, I have considered it.
Fancy intros? Do you mean like effects, After Effects stuff?
Yeah. Using After Effects or kind of Premiere Pro tricks like transitioning, like moving your camera so it smoothly transitions into another scene and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I was gonna make like a, you know how like YouTube channels they have like a 5-second introduction song and like a animation type of
Yes,
thing, and like I asked Chris to do it or like film it for me, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. He was like, "Okay, I'll do it for you. Like, what do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know," and then we never got around to doing it during.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to do something.
Wait, that reminds me. Are you
Yeah.
guys friends with Felix
Yeah,
and
we are.
Mao?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah.
You're
I
doing
actually asked them
your,
to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Where was I going with that? What did you say before I mentioned that? Oh, you were like you don't know what you want, right? Like for your
Yeah.
intros. That's kind of what's happening to me in my the logo process, because
Ah.
they're really good in that they give you so many options, but then
Mhm.
because I'm not an avid podcast listener or wasn't until now, like I don't know what to go for and stuff. Like even though they know how to do what they do, like I don't know the theme I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? So I relate to that.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, just like anything, I feel like you can just go with your gut feeling and you can always change it back later, right? Like it's not permanent. I mean, if you end up not wanting it anymore, you can always, if like you find a niche or like a more focused idea of what you want this podcast, like the direction of the podcast, like you can always,
I'm trying to keep it more, I don't know, not general, but like any and all type of podcast. Like I like to
Right.
talk about a bunch of things. So I feel like if I tie myself to a certain niche, I feel like that's not true to who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
like like my friends have
it
told
sounds
me like I
yeah.
can talk about a lot of things, just not super in depth. Like in some topics I can talk about like the surface level stuff, but enough to hold a conversation. But certain
Right.
things, like let's say American politics and how the political structure here works and stuff, I don't really know down to the last detail or even like
Yeah.
details at all. So like stuff like that, like that
Yes.
trait of mine is what's stopping me from like falling into a niche, because I feel like my strengths lie in that I can just, I don't know, talk. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Yeah, like we've watched your podcast episodes as well, and it's impressive like how much even just like alone how much you can talk nonstop, like
well, you kind of get lightheaded when you do that.
Yeah, like
after
your heart starts
every
to beat so
episode.
fast.
Yeah. No,
So it's
sometimes I
really
forget
impressive.
oh, thank you. Like sometimes I forget to bring myself a cup of water, and then I'm like 60 minutes into the recording, I start to get a dry mouth, and I just like start to forget what I'm saying, and I'm like delusional, and I'm like lightheaded. So I had to like re-record the whole thing. I think that was the third episode or something. I had to re-record the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do a no cut thing?
I mean, for this one, maybe there'll be the cuts for the audio technical errors. No, sorry, the video errors. But other than that, yeah, like I feel like a podcast by nature doesn't have cuts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You should check out Joe Rogan. Like he has episodes where he would just full on scream at the guests because of how wrong they are.
Oh my god.
I've
We're
watched a
happy
few
you
of
don't do
them.
that to us.
No. Okay, but okay, not that. Okay, you guys are like really like good people. You guys are like nice people, but I feel like even if I had a bad guest on, like you know how in Burma we have to kind of maintain a certain image of ourselves when we're kind of locked into that image, like or at least like what our
Yeah.
parents expect of us, what their friends and friends of friends expect of us. So I feel like no matter who the guest is, even if they're really bad, I can like go off like that, as much as I want this to be authentic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's our culture too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Burmese culture. Yeah.
Yeah. Did your parents support whatever you guys are doing with your content creation?
Yeah, my parents were fine with it.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
How about you, Helen?
we're mostly doing it for passion, so they don't really have anything to say. They're like, if that makes you happy and you're interested, then that's fine. Because, like, it's just passion right now, but maybe they'll have something else to say if I end up wanting
Pursuing it
to
as a
put
real
that as a
thing?
pursuing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, they're chill. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
no issues.
in their defense, like something like content creation should only be a passion if like until you take off, you know what I'm saying? Until you're sure you can kind of bank on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not that stable either compared to, other more, I guess, what is it called? Like normal jobs.
Yeah, it's like you get what you give out, like you put out onto your
Yeah.
channel. So it's like you don't know how well each video will do. You don't know, like it's hard to kind of figure out the monetization aspect of it too if you don't have any sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it fluctuates a lot.
Wait, do you get money off of YouTube?
I have once because I don't have enough subscribers or watch time. Yeah, I don't have enough like stats for like making money off of ads. But after I posted my college decision video, I was reached out by this consultant agency type of thing.
Wow.
And like to put a link under the description like I got paid for that.
Oh wow. So they kind of like
that was so exciting.
They kind of like plugged you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
wow.
since I already made the video, they only told me to put their link for anyone who wants to sign up for their agency. So it wasn't like a product sponsorship in like videos you see where it's like, oh, this video sponsored by blah blah blah. It wasn't like that.
Oh, it's just like the publicization of whatever they're selling, kind of.
Yes, something like that.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Wow. So you have earned like, wait. So you have. So after they did that, like, did the money come through YouTube or them?
Them. It has nothing to do with YouTube because.
Oh, it didn't have anything to do with like YouTube policies and stuff like that.
Nope. Nothing like that.
For me, I check my views because I mean, like, why not? But like,
yeah.
You see, there's a certain threshold you have to pass to get monetized in the first place. I think it's 4,000 watch hours. Like, how does one do that? That's insane.
Yeah, and it's like within a month, right?
No. Thank God, it's not within. It's within a year.
Oh, a year, yeah. And like 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
How long would 4,000 watch hours be in perspective?
Wait, I'm gonna do the math.
Depends on how long your video is.
Okay, 4,000.
Like,
does that mean you're putting out like 20 minutes video, but 4,000 minutes?
No. It's like how many times someone watches your videos or how long, like the click-through rate as well. I mean, not click-through rate, but the retention rate, like how long someone watches your video. If they watch your 20-minute video till the end, then you get 20 minutes. If they just watch half, then it's just 10, like that.
And then
yeah.
Yep.
And then in a year, you need to get 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's why people make longer videos.
Sheesh.
Okay, from what I'm seeing, right, I'm dividing 4,000 by 24, and the answer is 166.67. So per day, for 167 days. Wait, brain fart. What does this even mean? 4,000. Oh, that means that's 166 days of straight watching videos.
Wow.
Yeah, to actually get monetized. Wow, my math was bad there. Sorry.
I mean, unless you have like a video that blows up to millions of views and like people watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
No, and views are kind of deceptive too because unless you press the whole YouTube Studio thing, YouTube Analytics thing, you think it scales up with the views, the hours. You think they view the entire thing. But then you check it and it's like they barely watch a third of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking of like
That's
segmenting my podcast and stuff. Like how we talked about different topics?
Oh, do you know Impulsive?
Yes.
Logan
Oh, dude,
Paul.
you're a big
Right.
Logan Paul fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to
I'm
be
a big,
too.
I'm a big Paul family.
Wait, sorry, off tangent, but what do you have to say about all their controversies then? I've never met a Logan Paul fan before.
Dude, you guys are gonna hate me, but
No, it's fine.
I
It's
don't
fine.
think I don't think Logan Paul. I don't know, man. I wouldn't give Logan Paul that much shit for what he did. If you guys watch the actual video, then you would know. I mean,
Before it was deleted.
people gave him so much shit for posting the suicide video, but I think they should have given him more shit for doing the Japan stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. The Japan stuff really, really got on my nerves. I saw that.
Because he took a salmon fish and he was walking around the street and then slapping it on taxis and stuff.
Okay, but both are messed up in their own right, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like,
but
yeah.
I think he did blur the suicide guy, and then he's a YouTuber, so he vlogs everything, right? And then he filmed the suicide guy, but then I know it was wrong, but then I think he was more wrong of doing that to Japan instead of the suicide thing.
Oh, because Japan is more like a bigger scale of people to see.
No, I mean like the things he did in Japan, rather than the suicide forest.
No, the Suicide Forest video was filmed in Japan.
Yeah, wasn't that in Japan
meant,
too?
The other things he did.
Yeah, the other things he did there.
Yeah, in the city when
okay.
he was going around. And
Yeah.
It was very disrespectful of the culture and also the people around him. I guess that was very bad. But
Okay, I personally don't
thing
think he deserves more shit for one or the other. I think okay, if we're to look at the suicide thing, it's even though it's not culture centric, I feel like it's completely disrespectful to the family of the person. Even though he blurred it, sure, but how many families are gonna hear their family member died in a suicide forest? So I'm sure the family knew who it was. Yeah, on the video, But yeah. Oh yeah.
That was the past Logan Paul, right? And then I think he grew a lot from that moment, and then now he's a completely different person.
Really, I haven't kept.
You see.
I think the Japan suicide forest thing was my last point of Logan Paul, just because I don't know.
Really?
I kind of forgot about him. No, not that I started to hate him or anything. I just kind of forgot about him.
Oh, I mean, he's so different now. His vlogs, everything.
Oh, okay. More mature.
Yeah, just so much more mature. And then, if you watch Impulsive, you might know that he changed a lot. He talked about it in Impulsive too.
No, I always thought these the Logan Paul and Jake Paul, more Jake Paul though, not Logan Paul. I mean Logan Paul too, but to a lesser extent, they're playing characters almost. There's no way a real human being like Jake Paul exists. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like he acts that way for the camera or whatever.
Yeah. So the thing is, only their true fans would know, right? Normal people would see these Jake Paul, Logan Paul
news
only
articles,
the camera
headers.
version of them. They will only see the Suicide Forest version of them. They will only see the scandals, all that things, and then they wouldn't see the off-camera Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They don't know the off-camera.
Exactly.
people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I do get it when you say Logan Paul's the more mature one, because as much as I forgot about him, I do know he started the Impulsive podcast, and you can kind of see him deviate from the whole absurd camera character that Jake Paul is still doing.
Yeah. I'm saying he changed not because of time, because sometimes when people make mistakes, right, people just use time to let it cover it up.
Yeah,
but he didn't change over time. I mean, it wasn't time that changed. It was him doing so many other things to make up for what he did. Even though it's not forgivable, he still tried a lot.
That's true.
And I think that's why.
That's true. And I also think because he stopped focusing on like his vlogs too much, am I correct in saying that? I think he has more things to do than
Yeah.
that now, right?
Yep.
I feel like
Yep.
his first goal was to like, because he had this one medium, his one method of like entertaining people, I feel like he blew that out of proportion because he had no other
Yeah.
outlet of creativity. So he did all these absurd things. But now that he has a lot going for him, I feel like, yeah, he's more level headed. I've seen a few impulsive episodes, really. Actually, they're pretty like standard podcasts. Like it's pretty fun. It's kind of fun to watch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also because they're more, they do somewhat comedy talk as well. You know, they're kind of funny as well.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
not
okay,
all
okay.
serious.
You
Yeah.
should watch this podcast called Tiny Meat Gang.
Tiny Meat Gang.
Yeah,
That sounds so funny.
yeah. No, it's these two like comedians. One of them
Tiny-
actually got accused of being cyberbullied by. No, sorry. One of them got accused for being a cyberbully by Jake Paul. But the ironic thing is that Jake Paul was like the ultimate cyberbully. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I discovered them, and yeah, I kind of watch their episodes, kind of like look at how their podcast is set up and stuff. Mine's nothing like that, but I feel like I should get there at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about Jake Paul, right?
Yeah.
He's so mean on camera, and then
Dude, yeah.
he will say these ridiculous things.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's saying these things so that he could make money. That's his way of making money.
Yeah.
Because now he's fighting, right, in a boxing match, because he said
He's a boxer now or whatever.
Yeah. He wants to be a professional boxer, so he's boxing a lot now.
Right.
So this is what Mayweather did a long time ago. I saw this on the Impulsive podcast. So
Okay.
Mayweather went to a restaurant at 3 a.m. for dinner, and then with his team, right, the money team, and then he asked the waitress, "Hey, what do you want out of your life? If I gave you something right now," and then she said she would pay off her credit card debt, and then he was like, no, what do you actually want? And then she said, she will want to fix her body because her body is too overweight for her to exercise because it's
Okay.
unhealthy, and then she couldn't even move properly, so she would fix that, and then so after that she wanted to get a surgery basically,
Okay.
and then Mayweather after that left a $10,000 tip in an envelope for her.
Whoa.
And then he told his manager, he told everyone there that this is not going to the press. Nobody's gonna know about this. It's between you, me, and that lady. So and then Mayweather, and then he said, I want people to see me as the bad guy, and then I want people to see me being mean, so that they will
What?
pay to watch me.
Oh wow. Yeah, because you kind of pay
Yeah.
to see a character on screen.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
said he
yeah.
doesn't want the good version of him out. So
Right.
he wouldn't make money anymore if that happens.
So you're saying this is like kind of exactly the same as Jake Paul. Like no matter, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if he's an actual good guy in real life. He's never gonna be that on camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to make money.
Yeah, that's true. No, and also like the audience that he has is like what? Jake Paul at least. It's like 13, 14, like kids basically.
20
so
million.
they,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't like know any
Oh,
better either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, sorry. I think we got into this when I was saying I was gonna segment my podcast and you were like, "Oh, have you seen Impulsive?"
Oh,
did I like
right,
cut you
right.
off?
No, it's fine. So Impulsive has this other YouTube channel. It's called Impulsive Clips. So
Yes,
they segment
yes.
those interesting clips out, and then people could watch it, just highlights.
Yeah. My plan is like, I actually talked to a friend about this. The guy that was on my podcast last episode. I talked to him about whether or not I should start a separate channel for clipping my podcast segments, but his advice was that because like I have zero traction right now, I have zero traffic right now on my channel. I think what I should do is put it in a playlist within my channel because it wouldn't do me any good if I started a new channel just for clips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you want to say on this podcast?
We cover so much.
Yeah, we actually did.
I don't want to end the podcast with just talking about
Jake
Logan
Paul.
Paul and Jake Paul.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Your
Oh,
shit
I
that
mean,
matters.
Well, to wrap it up and like to go back to the content creation aspect of it, I was gonna say something, and then you guys were talking about Logan Paul.
I'm so sorry.
Like for a while.
We're just really passionate about the Pauls.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like I followed them for so long. It's just now I don't follow Jake anymore. Like I watch Logan Paul's videos occasionally.
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking about like my arms are so tired. Can you move this? So the camera broke, so we're like using a phone to film.
Well, you're
Very
holding
sorry
it.
for
You've been
the-
holding it this entire time.
Yeah.
No way.
Like my arms are so.
Wait, you're kidding. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It has only been like 10 minutes, but yeah,
Jeez.
content creation. I feel like whether it's through a podcast, through YouTube videos, or through movies and like films, whatever it is, it's really since it's so much about like creativity and the ideas that we generate, because no two people are gonna come up with the same exact ideas. Like that's the golden, like the key, I guess. So like the technicalities and everything that comes second. The first is like your drive and the passion to create those things, because it's very hard to constantly come up with new ideas that will make people watch it at the same time make you happy to create it. So
yes,
it's I feel like passion is biggest motivation for all of it that we're doing, like all three of us.
Yeah, I definitely feel that from you too, because okay, people like you, Chris, your friends Felix, name it, like you guys really, I feel like you guys know your shit about the things you're doing, and I think I respect that, because I don't know what the hell I was doing at your age. I could barely write an essay, you know. So like,
I'm sure that's not true, but
okay, I'm exaggerating, but might as well say something along those lines, because I really wasn't like being productive and stuff like that. So like, hats off to you guys for real.
Thank you.
I wanted to say something else. Oh yeah, I just want to say it's also like hard to, like the point you made about reconciling passion, what you want to create versus what people want to see. I feel like that's a struggle that creators will never get over, because eventually if you get big, you're gonna start reflecting your audience, you know. Yeah,
for sure.
it was nice talking to you guys. I hope we do this again, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It would be better if we can actually see each other like on screen instead of recording it separately.
Yeah.
Like it'll be smoother.
Yeah, it will definitely be smoother. I have to do a little bit more research on that, because when I see people doing remote podcasts, everything is so crisp. So either I'm doing something wrong or I'm not using the right software. So I'll figure that out, and then once I do, like I'm super down to do this again.
Yes.
Is your mic good?
My mic is.
I think it's our side.
What?
I think it's our side because we're using AirPods.
No. The audio is not really the problem. It's more of like the delay and everything. Like
yeah. It's like
video and the audio together.
It's just like an ever so slight delay, like that enough to like kind of get like overlap our the stuff we're saying sometimes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on this podcast, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
for having us.
Yes.
For inviting us, and
yeah, I'll see you guys next time.